working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Hey, yeah. Who that sound like? Yeah. Hey, welcome to the program, y'all. Hey, we made it. End of the week, Friday. Welcome to Let's Go Live with Lamont King, man. We are, I'm Lamont King, and you are now live. Let's go. Friday, all fun and games, man. Broadcasting in the newly remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Thank you, Lord Jamal. You know what I mean? And of course, Friday is all fun and games because it's all fun and games until it ain't. Let me welcome in the co-host Friday, Mr. John Watson.
Hey, what's happening?
It's good with y'all.
Sound check, mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay.
Your G just kicked in. Just had the G's kicked in. It was in the red for a minute.
Okay.
Good. You got good lighting over there and everything.
Yeah. I had to fix my situation. I was feeling a little dark.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over there. Yeah, man. Peanut Gallery, what up? Good to see y'all. Something like a podcast. Mr. Shout out to Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer down the hall in Studio G. Good to see y'all. And of course, the birthday gentleman was it yesterday or today?
It was yesterday. Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, because we said it, but I ain't. A lot of people it'd be like this day, that day. I'm wait till Friday. So anyway, happy birthday, man. What'd you do for it?
Oh man, what did I do? I sat for most of the day because it was during the day. You know what I'm saying? The kids were doing their homeschooling, so there was that. But then my little sugar mama took me out for some eats.
Okay.
And we had a nice little evening.
So the daytime thing, like you didn't just bail on the kids? I mean, it's your birthday. You can't just walk away from that?
To do what?
Something. Any away.
Look, fam, I there was nothing, like everything's closed.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
me and the kids, the day before they had, so on Wednesdays, their school has like a half day or something like that situation. So we went and did like little top golf, even though it's a little brisk outside.
Yeah. That's
Oh yeah. So we did that the day before because they had the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to be out there during the sunlight at least because, temperature's dropping.
Yeah.
So, we did that. And then, yesterday was kind of chill. And then, I got taken out to eat and all of that. So that was cool in the evening.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and plus the weather this week been tricky ass.
Right.
It was 30 the first 2 days.
Dropped like a stone.
Yeah, 50 the next 2 days, 60 the day,
Right.
40 back tomorrow.
Right.
But
So
yeah.
no, actually, I think tomorrow's supposed to be like in the 60 again, and then it plummets.
Oh,
Something like that.
What's the libation? What's the
hey man, you know
what you on, fam, tonight?
I drink rum.
Oh, that's right. You still I haven't started yet.
Yeah. I'm having my rum and ice.
Oh, just butt naked?
Hey man.
What which one is that?
So this is
Last time you didn't have that, did you?
it's probably almost always usually rum.
What kind?
So this is a Trinidadian joint, plantation rum.
Oh yeah, no, that's new. That's new. Okay. New to the show. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So you gotta get a little slow sip.
Shout out to Georgia. From what I understand, they've for the second time again certified the state for president-elect. So welcome back, Georgia.
So like, yeah, right. So just you know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna re-announce it.
I don't know how that works. Like when they say it, I'll be like, oh, okay, because you said that. You never turn the channel. You said that already.
Right. It's like, wait, I didn't know they did repeats on. Is this a repeat on the news? They rerunning the news?
Oh, that's right. Biden's birthday was yesterday. Got it. Oh, so y'all got the same little scenario. Oh,
Biden, I thought Biden's birthday was today. It was yesterday.
Is it? Let me see. Somebody said y'all birthday buddies. Maybe
I listened to the tail end of the show, and I thought they said their birthday was today.
Oh wow. Oh, okay.
But okay, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, True that. Well,
share
same sign, I guess. But no, wait a minute. What's this? The 20th? Ain't that the cusp? Are we approaching the cusp?
Yeah, I think the 21st is like the cutoff. Like the 21st is the last. 21st is the last day.
The cusp.
Yeah.
It was just November 1st. That's what people always say. It was just.
It was right.
It was just November.
It was just March 35th.
I mean, it really is. I'm telling you, man, I feel like, everybody's waiting for 2021. I don't think we get no more after this. I think
you can no more what?
That's it.
2021 is over.
It ain't none. 2020. I think was the end. Ain't no re-up. I think the universe is playing a cruel ass game. Be like, hey man, you getting everything on the way out. This is everything. People think it's gonna reset in 2021. No, sir.
Yeah.
Somebody up there rolling the dice like, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. One can only hope.
December 31st. All right, that's it.
So that one, I can't remember who posted it. The one joint where it was like December 31st, 11:59 p.m. and then it just rolls over to like 11:60. It don't hit midnight. It just keep on going. Like 2020 just never end.
And how often is that gonna happen?
Right.
We did it. I mean,
so what, you went to Howard now? Is that what we're doing?
No, just celebrating, vintage HBCU situation. And that's the first thing I've seen in the closet, and I pulled it out. Yeah, B.
You got HBCUs in there, champ? Or you just
I do. I got
okay.
I got the Bowie State joint. I got yeah.
You got an East. Oh, that's it. That was the whole inventory. I got a Howard joint. Let's see. I got a Bowie State joint. For the black, I got a Howard joint.
Yeah,
and I got a Bowie State joint.
I got a UMBC joint as a historically best.
Eastern Shore joints on there. See,
historically best college and university. You know what I mean? Eastern Shore. No, I do not. I don't have a Maryland State Teachers College. I do not have that.
Oh, okay. That's what we're doing.
No, I took it back. That's the vintage.
I know. I just
that's our vintage name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody need to drop that though.
No, we got them.
Oh, okay.
No. There's a whole. Oh, please. The websites are plenty. There's all kind of Maryland State College. Oh yeah, nah. They out there.
Y'all got I seen the joints last summer, a couple summers ago, where it's just the founding year. Do y'all have those in the colors?
Yeah.
The 1886
joints. Yeah.
Y'all was 1886.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure it's 1886. Yeah.
Golly. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you doing it.
Yeah, we out there, man. We've been there.
Yeah, man. I seen there's a couple little things. This week wasn't as traumatic as previous. There was some stories, but it wasn't a lot. You know what I mean? but it was one I've been holding for a minute.
What's that?
This I'm grabbing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it's been an open tab for a minute, so you know how that happens. It junk probably won't even exist.
Oh yeah, the news cycle moves quickly.
Yeah, man. Wait a minute, let me try. It looked like it ain't even refreshing. So anyway, so the gist of the story, because I thought this was interesting. But every day I wanted to bring it out, it didn't. So there's a man in India, right? So he woke up from a coma. He was in a coma for like, oh, here you go. Yeah, let's read through it. Bama's his own man's threw him off the roof of a building 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
He wakes up out the coma and be like, I know who did it.
So he woke up out the coma?
Yeah. And implicated. All right, here's the headline. This is from the India Times. All right, it's coming in.
Oh, it's in India.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, you know, they always fighting over. They always sharing over that joint.
Yeah, they fighting over space. Isn't it like 7 billion people in India?
Well, they be fighting over wives too, often.
Mm.
So here's the headline. Man wakes up from coma, implicates two friends who had thrown him off a building 10 years ago. So,
and the two friends are what, like president and vice president of some industry? No, we gotta shut them up.
Yeah, moved on. Man, this was
they swore each other to secrecy back in the day. Like, listen, you don't tell, I don't tell. We just gonna walk away from this.
So the dude and his classmate, they was postgraduate students in engineering near some city I can't pronounce.
Mm.
And the main dude, was a close friend of a girl who studied at a woman's college on the same Oh man, you see that? It refreshed while I was reading.
Oh geez.
This is one of them cheap websites. That must mean it might
in the city of Kamala Harris.
Oh, that's hilarious. In the city of Kamala. That's funny.
No, the city of Kamala Harris.
Do they have one like that? Oh,
I have no idea.
So he was thrown off 10 years ago. They were you hit it on the head. They're now software engineers.
I told you. I bet you the Joker that they tossed had the idea.
Yeah,
we gonna toss him off. And we're not gonna speak of this. We're gonna get this money.
He woke up and probably seen him on the news. They just got 7 years. They just got 7 years.
He was like, so whatever happened to my idea for Instagram? Did that go anywhere?
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Did they ever do anything with Instagram?
So he got thrown off. He was 29. He got put into a coma. He stayed in that joint for a year. He came out, snitched on them, and it took them 9 years to bring them to justice. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, 9 years. That's hilarious. Can you imagine?
I feel like, yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That's a Law and Order.
Immediately
overseas Law and Order.
SVU. Maybe that's what it is. SVU.
Not to do it.
Law and Order SVU.
But it don't go dunk dunk. It goes
oh, like dong dong.
Or my man from what's the other joint? CIS. In CIS, when the dude takes off his glasses.
Yeah.
This looks like foul play, my friend.
Wait a minute, one more time. You gotta say that one more again.
This looks like foul play, my friend.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to the story. It says, what? Somebody asked, why did they throw him off the incident? Yeah, they not really.
I'm not confident that he jumped, my friend. I believe he was bushed. He was bushed.
This is not suicide.
This is definitely not suicide. He had very, very too many things to live for.
Oh no, I don't even say. Like I'm reading the giant. Wait a minute, this is a half story. They really just did not even say. I think they were so happy and content with the headline. He was later. Nah, you might be right, champ.
What? They what?
Studied that. Oh no. One of them it was a chick. It was a woman. One of them had a crush on a girl.
It was over a woman. Okay.
Yeah, and then he cut ties with her and then tried to besmirch her character.
Mm-hmm.
And something she got wind of it, and I guess they came to her defense and was like, don't talk about, Okay, that was
Yeah,
me.
see, Kamala was promised to me.
Yeah.
I'm not appreciating you taking my Kamala.
No way. That's dong dong.
I need to talk to you on the roof. On the roof.
Yeah, who's
We need to have a conversation, my friend. Come here. Come here. I don't appreciate you taking my Kamala.
and then, who's investigating though? Then the Ice-T, the Ice-T one comes in there. It seems as though the Vic, I can't do Indian Ice-T. Oh man, I can only do Ice.
Detective Ice-T.
Do you watch SVU?
Yeah.
I watch it now. It's not the same.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
I can watch a marathon of old joints that I've seen
ever since Stabler rolled out.
Well, even still, everybody got different positions. Everybody said Ice-T. He don't get no promotion.
He did. What you talking about?
But he's still knocking on doors and
but they at least bumped up his pay raise. He's like a I want to say he's a sergeant. He's a sergeant now.
He could be a sergeant, but he still get the same lines he got 10 years ago.
Yeah. This looks like
where did you put the gun? And that's it.
I think he was raped in the anus.
Yeah. He always says some wild one-liner shit. You going to the pokey, buddy? Like what? But no, it's different. So they got the new like rookie.
Yeah, Latino chick. Chick. Yeah.
She's a total just a clums fuck.
Yeah.
She's every episode, but it's so predictable that it's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's like, in the first 5 minutes, it's like, oh yeah, you see my man in the background? It's gonna be him.
Yeah. Whereas used to, they will hold you to the 51st
right.
minute.
Like what?
What?
Like what?
He was smashing his own son. What? But yeah, it's different, and they move fast now because and so what they do is like every episode. I guess they've written about everything. So now every episode is a recognizable headline from the news.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The head writer is the Washington Post or the New York Times.
Oh, okay.
The head writer, you know what I'm saying, for the show. All they do is like
y'all not even trying no more.
You know what's funny? It used to be kind of like it used to be like a promo where they go ripped from the headlines. Like, now it's literally it's the headline. That's strategy.
Yeah, that's the head. Like they had what is it? Epstein. They had Epstein and the lady. What's his partner, paramour? What's the recruiter? The lady that's in there now.
Oh yeah. Huh? I can't.
It was identical.
Yeah.
They didn't even like they made the house that they raided the same. It looked like the same.
Yeah. Even if I saw at least the first one of this season, and it was literally my man running through the brambles and a Karen type character,
bird watcher.
Yeah, a Karen type character is walking with her son, not a dog. Walking with his son, and it's like, you stay right, and like he's on his phone. It's like literally, a dramatic remake of what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh no, they going for it.
Yeah.
What's the crazy part is like, it's like when you look at, and I hate to be whatever, but like when you look at Benson, like when them 90s episodes. Like back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Yo, Benson was fine, son.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I would. Benson, I'm not going that far. Not going that far.
But Benson now look like Benson's mother.
or father or dad.
Father.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Mr. Benson.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, she has a hard presentation.
She's a handsome woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's role is different, and I guess the show had to evolve. But you can catch like a 04 joint,
yeah,
and it will have you captivated to the 57th minute.
The joint is like 20. Is it 20 seasons now, or like 2021 seasons? Like that's like it's
gotta be more than that.
Yeah, that joint's that's like one of like the longest running television shows. Period.
Probably now, yeah.
Now at this point,
they took cops off. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I had to go back. Somebody said CSI Mumbai. That's hilarious. That sounds like
Hilarious.
that's like look. And then Nola said in the peanut gallery, Nola said, Ice-T always been a sergeant. That's what I'm trying to tell
He
you,
always
man.
been a sergeant.
That man he don't get no upgrade.
What's above a sergeant then? I know he got promoted, man.
I'm
Like
sure he did.
he's like a lieutenant now or something like that.
He's still knocking on doors though.
Son got promoted. I know he definitely knocking on doors. I know Son got promoted, man. Because even the show was like, look, we can't have this brother sitting there in the same title all these years.
And also they switched up the opening crime. The opening crime now is like 12 minutes fucking too long.
Yeah.
It used to be, it's a house party. Hey, drink this. Oh, I shouldn't. And then 2 seconds later, they go down the hall.
And they ass up in the hallway as a chick.
Somebody on the bed. They,
Right.
You go make a drink.
Right.
They the only ones that still got a
full damn opening.
Yeah, and then they come back and they solving they at the crime scene already. Now it's like I was watching the other day. I swear, 15 minutes. I'm like somebody got to die or get penetrated.
Right, what's happening right now?
Without permission at some point during this little scene. Like, what is going on, man?
Yeah. The only other thing I looked at that opening credits for was like, all right, who got fired from last year? Because the whole cast at the end of it sits down and like,
yeah.
Somebody's like on the table, like,
right.
And like, oh damn, something last year got fired. Yo, he not in the opening joint.
Yeah, man. I used to like to watch old episodes to see who's like a major star
now.
Now.
Oh, you know what's funny? They did that joint the other day. Last week, they played one. I haven't watched it yet because my sister was in the joint, and they played like literally an episode of SVU or Law and Order, one of the two, where you see like a bunch of like young and up and comings who now are more than they were when they were obviously on the show or whatever. But yeah, like that show is like the spring where you be like, yo, they did an episode and like I'm talking about like, everything from to like, even like I think Chadwick Boseman was like, nah, baby, I wasn't
yeah. You got like supreme thespians.
Right.
You see them in an interrogation room. You be like, don't
here, Jack. I'm like, damn, dog, you won 2 Oscars.
I always like that was a dream. Law and Order was a dream because I just want that. I want that interrogation scene,
right?
Because you get twice, you get 2 times. You come in there and say you ain't have nothing to do with
it. You get the slick talk one. It was like y'all ain't got nothing on me.
You crazy if you think I want a lawyer and then
prove it, cop.
The 40 in the 44th minute you in there like it was.
Like, look, so okay, so it really, so okay, I didn't touch her, but I was there.
Right. She wanted it, man.
Right.
It's
he just told me all I had to do was bring the girls to the party. I didn't know what they was going to do when they got there.
I'm telling you, the best and worst acting,
right,
in that interrogation room.
That's hilarious. So true fact. If you look up any old Law and Order, you will see. The stars of today were in the Law and Order yesterday.
Now, Coach Ken talking about Criminal Intent. I never liked Criminal Intent because of Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, I felt it was beneath him.
Well, not even that. The character they gave him, he was too smart. Like I didn't enjoy that. I didn't enjoy. I like to be able to take a ride with you on solving the case. You know what I'm saying? But off the opening crime, he'd be like, he was eccentric, I guess. And he'd be like, and the assailant, he stood here, and then he shot from here, and the bullet comes. And I'm like, come on, man. Like you're not. Nobody's that good. And he was just like,
right. He was like,
together, like while it's happening. I'm like, yeah.
He was like a dangerous mind with it. He just had it all together. Okay.
From 10 feet because the angle of the bullet, and I'll be like, nah, boo. SVU, I mean, even regular Law and Order can be boring, but SVU,
nah, that's why SVU lasted the longest. SVU is the truth, son. For some reason they figured it out.
Yeah,
because the other ones I never watched Criminal Intent. I don't think I saw more than 2 episodes of Criminal Intent. I was like, nah, I can't get with it.
Yeah, no.
And the original, the OG one was all right, but yeah, SVU stood the test of time, man.
Yeah. Did you speaking of test of time, did you catch the 30th the Fresh Prince situation?
Yep.
Now I didn't
You
I
did
only
it?
clip. Nah, I couldn't. I couldn't find it. I was trying to get it on the Fire Stick, but
Okay, yeah.
kept cycling.
It ain't
and
make it there yet. Yeah, it's too new.
it didn't
Too
load.
fresh. It was too fresh.
Yeah,
You got to wait a couple of days.
they had one version, but that version wasn't a good version.
A
So
little spotty.
yeah, nah.
Yeah,
So
it was good.
So was it like a tribute? They played clips. They did. I saw the little testimonials, and then I saw the Aunt Viv reunion that Carlton walked out on.
Yeah, who walked out on?
Oh, you didn't notice that?
That
Carlton did not stick around when she walked in the door.
Really? I wasn't. See, I was focused so hard on her. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he walked off set.
I gotta rewatch it now. I gotta rewatch that portion.
Yeah, now that's the part I saw online. Wait a minute, do I have that? Somebody sent me that.
I did not notice that because it from what I remember, she gave everybody a hug that was sitting in the room.
Yes,
except Carlton, except Alfonso.
He wasn't in the room, so it was supposed to be like a lightweight surprise.
It
was orchestrated, and so I think respectfully, he just didn't want no parts of it because of their history. I had to do some digging, and I went down a rabbit hole on Twitter. And they showed the clips and his explanation and her explanation. So apparently his version of the story. So if you don't know, Will and Janet Hubert, or Hubert, however you pronounce it, the first Viv.
Yeah.
They had a history that lasted. He said he had not spoken to her in 27 years.
Yeah.
Because out of the 7 seasons, she did the first 3 or 4, 3.5. And the one side of the story is that she, as a classically trained actress, thought that the show, wait a minute, I gotta be serious. She thought that the show should have been more about her, and she should have had a more of a primary role on a show that was entitled The Fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
So look, I'm gonna stop you there because I watched the actual training.
Right.
So her and Will, there's a segment in it where it's just her and Will that they're sitting down.
Right. That's supposed to be where they made peace
for the actual. So they're having this for all intents and purposes actual on camera reunion. I've never seen I haven't seen you in almost 30 years since, and we're now convening. And while he's sitting there, so you can say A side and B side, but while he's sitting there, she's like, well, my whole thing was she said, y'all didn't even know what was going on with me in my personal life. Oh, so she said she was dealing with like an abusive husband. She was actually pregnant. Oh. When the whole pregnancy thing on the show was going down, she was actually pregnant, and she said her house life was very tumultuous or whatever. So that was thing one. Then she's like, she kind of skirted. She was like, there were other things going on, blah, 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 that I kind of stood myself back from you all because I was dealing with so much at the crib. I didn't want to, so I myself kind of also faded back. She said on the other hand, she said, when it came time for the renegotiation, she said they wanted her contract to stipulate that she could only be Aunt Viv and couldn't do any other work. She said, so they just wanted me to work 2 months out the year or 2 or 3 months out the year and not do anything else. She said, I was contracted. The thing I said I couldn't do anything else. She said, I couldn't sign that. She said, how am I, I can't do nothing. And she said, they weren't willing to move on that. And she said, okay. So they was like, okay, so we'll just find another Aunt Viv. And she was like, oh, why? And on Will's part, he was alluding to the fact that he wasn't, he definitely could agree that he wasn't there for her. He was on his 21-year-old ish. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't
at a high.
So he was like, yo, I felt threatened by you because of your skills were and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, if you wasn't with what I was wanting or whatever, then all right, I was good with you being, you know what I'm saying? So like he took his responsibility for just being like, but like, because he depicted her as difficult, and she kept rounding on that word difficult. She's like to be me, to be my complexion, and to be in this business, and somebody labels you difficult it's a death sentence. She said it murdered my career. It ruined my career. She said because all of Hollywood saw me as difficult. She said, and I'm a dark skinned black woman. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I was done. You know what I mean? And he was like, and he was eating it because I guess he said it because he wasn't. There was no point where he was like, yo, I 21 and dumb and da 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 da, and like he's like, I would have never, knowing that now, would have handled it differently, obviously, but it was
and he probably had people, in his ear at the table, and Benny Medina, Quincy Jones.
Oh yeah, they was like, nah, man, she could go.
She's difficult, isn't she? And once you do that, once you plant that seed, yeah,
right,
in that situation,
right.
Where somebody at the table was like, she's difficult, isn't she? And I was like, yeah, she's difficult. And then she was out the door. So it was. I've been in that, but to that point though, now that makes sense because I watched the clip of Alfonso Ribeiro a few years ago explaining why he didn't like her. He said she used to come to work and spaz on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
She was just not likable. She was hard to deal with. And he said he thinks her ego had got in the way of the success of the show. But if you're at home with an abusive husband, and if you're going through hormonal changes, I might could see that now. Now that might make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But to him going through it, it probably made no sense.
Right.
And he said when she left, he said it was about money. He said when she left and they brought in Daphne Maxwell Reed, it was just a smooth transition. She was very likable. They just gelled for whatever reason. So I could see like you going 30 years and not knowing the other person's perspective. Like that happens in families.
Yeah.
So, and he said they were like his family. Alfonso said he moved out of his parents' house and moved. It was his first time. He said he was full, grown man with a job, making money, moved closer to the studio because they hung out after taping.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was like family to him. And he was like, she disrupted that. I was like, dang. He was on stage. The clip I was watching, he was on stage talking at a college to like the theater department. And he just was shitting on her. And this was in the last 5 years, maybe. So I don't know if they got a chance. And Will made a good point. He said the reason he did it is he said on all his platforms, and this is real, he goes all over the world preaching about understanding and reconciliation.
Yeah. He said
he couldn't
about that. Yeah,
he couldn't sit with himself if he not right.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's maturity like a mug.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. And I think Carlton hasn't had that combo. He hasn't had to.
Carlton, man.
Alfonso. He hasn't had to. So yeah, but and then I heard she left shortly after that. She did her little testimony.
Yeah.
And then he came back apparently.
Yeah, she definitely didn't stay for the whole time. But like, yeah, man. But it was interesting to watch. It was if you're a fan of the show, for sure, you dug the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That part, just all the nostalgia of them talking about, how Will, he was not that great of an actor and and like how they trained him, and then like the whole man. Listen, if you are any kind of crier, you can go ahead and lose it over the Uncle Phil section. The James Avery section.
Yeah,
they gave him like probably like a 10-minute tribute, and like even the tribute that the montage that they did for the viewing audience was the same, because they had like a little a screen in the room that they were doing a reunion. So it's same, in other words, we're all watching the same montage as the cast is watching. Man, after it was done, the whole cast was just crying and snot bubbling, bawling, and I was like, damn, James Avery, he was that guy to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're figurative father figure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was good. And it's not long either. It's like the whole thing was like maybe like an hour and 10, 15 minutes. Like it's not stupid long.
That's pretty long.
You know what I'm saying? So, but like, it wasn't like it was like a 2-part series and then like that. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good.
I've seen a few things, a few quote unquote specials that on these platforms where they're not the typical length. And I'm like, wow, y'all robbing. Y'all are out here robbing. I saw a joint that was like 43 minutes long. It was billed as a comedy special, and I was thrown off. And somebody here in the Peanut Gallery suggested it to me, and I watched it, and I was like, okay.
Just not gonna
Right.
say who it was.
Sarah Cooper.
I couldn't get through that.
I did.
I couldn't get through it.
I did.
I couldn't get through it.
I muscled my way.
Because like I heard she got a Netflix joint like way back, maybe probably when she signed it, and I was like, okay. And then I saw it come on or whatever, and I was like, oh. And the wild part is she has like a lot of like like little comedy celebrities in that joint. I was like, she had a lot of people.
She had Saturday Night Live Hall of Famers,
right?
Yeah,
as if she was on Saturday Night at one point and like got her friends,
which I feel like she would fit in.
That's what she belongs.
That's what she belongs.
Yeah.
I'm not anything derogatory about it. It's very unique.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know if I was expecting her to do the lip sync thing or because she's a comedian, do the comedy thing. It was very unique. Cerebral, super dry.
Yeah, I only got through like the first like maybe I lasted a minute. I was like maybe like 15, 20 minutes in before I was like, okay, I don't even know what I'm watching anymore because I think I've seen this bit before in this show. I was like, okay, I got it.
Right. Oh, that's the things she does on Twitter.
Right. Long form. I'm like, okay, got
it. Yeah. I like how they did this differently than when I see it on Twitter because now it's on my TV.
Right.
Overly produced. It was like 43 minutes. I was like, how? They just giving away money.
Hey, listen.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. As long as my Netflix stock keep going up, I'm good. Go ahead, do what y'all doing, champ.
and then again, I don't really scrutinize, comedy. I don't like to scrutinize.
I'm waiting for this. Go ahead.
And then I saw the other one.
Go ahead. Who? Live from the living room?
Live from the basement, the lower level of the house.
Right.
Kevin Hart's Zero Fucks Given on
South
Netflix.
Wing.
And okay, if I had to hate on it, not that I will, because I don't do that. But if I had to rename it and I was being malicious, I would call it Zero Jokes Given.
Oh, jeez.
That's if I was being malicious. I would never do that though, because that's a fellow comedian.
Oh man,
he's at the top of his game.
Zero jokes given. That's funny.
If I had to like really take a stab at him and create a meme that would go viral, I would do that.
You know what? So I watched it last night, right? And I'll keep it a buck. I probably laughed like twice. And the sad part is I can't remember what I laughed at. Like, when you hear a dope, funny joke, it's like, yo, and then you could almost run it back almost immediately because it was that funny.
You watched it twice?
No. I'm just saying I said I laughed twice. No, I laughed twice. Two times.
Okay.
And like whatever it was he said, I actually laughed, but I can't remember what it was I laughed at. And like 10 minutes later, like right after the show was done, I was like, I forgot what I laughed at. And it was just like, I mean, it was okay, but like again, not to be overly critical, like
right. It wasn't
his
terrible.
earlier to me, it definitely was. It wasn't terrible. You know what I'm saying? Terrible. But like it's just like, I don't know how to put it, but it's like
unremarkable.
Yeah, and like his older stuff, like his first maybe 2 or 3 joints. I just it sometimes it's weird to me that when like a comedian of his caliber at this point now is still speaking in the same exact language and mannerisms of when he was, in his early 20s. He's not saying the same things because he's more developed and he has a new story to tell. But like that whole thing, and like it's like, well, dog, like that was
in defense of that, you got to go with what works.
Yeah, so but is it still working?
Well, I mean,
I guess it is because he has an audience. So
right. So I understand the evolution and how hard it is to write new material as you keep on living, because the hunger that's associated with your life at one point is a different level of hunger at a later point in life. So it becomes difficult.
Like I was with it when he was talking about like when he opened up, like all that stuff he opened up with. I enjoyed hearing it, but I just didn't find it like laugh out loud funny when he was talking about like
COVID?
y'all's a bunch of snitches and da da da. You can't do nothing. That's just like all the stuff he was saying like as about being a celebrity now and
No,
you know.
He lost me. Unfortunately, I know he had to talk about COVID, but he lost me because it was at least 10 minutes. And I'm like, unfortunately, we're still in it, and it's not that funny. Like funny, making fun of tragedy. Some years got to pass. I don't have a stomach for like you making fun of a current tragedy that's still happening.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, boom, bam, two couple punchlines, keep it moving. He just kept, and I was distracted by the laugh track. And I'm gonna say it. I think he used the laugh track. It was only 7 people in that motherfucker.
I thought so too. After a while, like, cause like when they actually pan to the audience, I was like, that many people don't sound like that.
Yeah, it's not that many people sound.
Yeah.
They ain't matching. And of course, I'm gonna have a technical eye because I'm in it. So I'm like, not the laugh track for this. No, it'd have been more natural with the natural short bursts of laughter because you got 14 people in your basement. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have worked naturally. So that, and then I made it to about 18 minutes. 18 minutes. I'll try again. I'll give it a try again. You know what I'm saying? It's not It's not cancel worth.
No.
It just didn't. It didn't hold me.
Yeah, I mean, the brother has his audience, man. God bless. But
he's wasn't. So he's not. He's unbothered.
Yeah. Which I saw him say in because I did watch. I think beforehand I watched his Breakfast Club interview, and he was like, "If you don't like it, dope. If you do like it, dope." He's like, "I don't care." I was like, "Yeah."
I mean,
I get it. So if you first of all, let's get back to basics. If you can hold a full-fledged comedy show in your crib, you shouldn't give a fuck about anybody's opinions or feelings, though. You're doing all right.
Even though,
all right.
This is just me, as being a cynic. I don't think that was his crib.
You don't think, son?
I've seen it look like that, and I think he may have that. I don't think that was the crib.
Okay, even if it was a replica of his crib.
Yeah, I think
his crib looks something like that, dog.
Sure, beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure. Not hating.
I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. Maybe if it was a set, sure. But his crib looks something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
He probably said, you know what? Do this. This is my crib. Now go recreate it. I don't want these jokers in my house. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll raise you one. Dave Chappelle's been doing that all summer.
Yeah.
In his yard.
And I guarantee you, the only gift of 2021, early 2021 will be it's gonna be a nasty special that's about to come out.
Oh, what? Summer
It's about to be a nasty special that's about to come out.
I'm so mad I didn't get a chance. I started seeing pictures of people that I knew, and I was like, was it open to the public?
They said son basically like he's pumping like X amount of dollars just into the town.
Yeah,
because he's one of the biggest games in town right now hosting these shows.
He said he only hires local production guys.
Yeah.
That man is so far ahead of the curve, man. He said he's single-handedly keeping the economy going,
rolling in his town.
Spring. Yeah, they said they did like 50 shows, and then after about 20, I was like, okay, he doing some good Samaritan, some humanitarian type shit. And I was like, oh, that's a special coming next summer.
I'm telling you, watch. Netflix presents, Dave Chappelle presents live from the cornfield,
7-part series,
right? Because he's gonna have it's all kinds of comedians.
Everybody
that's been there working their stuff out and doing whatever, and like the
reason why I brought it up was the last picture I saw, Kevin Hart was there.
Yeah.
So I was like, when I seen the special, I was like, when he's in the house, I said he probably gonna do it in the house. And then I see him go downstairs. I was like,
yeah,
got it.
It's about to be some crazy stuff that's about to come out of there because there was like Sarah Silverman and Michelle Wolf and she just came out with Chelsea Handler just came out with a special. She was over by Chappelle. All kinds of people, man.
Darnell, I saw Bill Burr.
What's my man's name that used to open up? That always opens up for Chappelle. Ashley Larry. What's his name?
Donnell.
Donnell. Yeah, Donnell. And Donnell's mad funny.
And then he had Toby was there. Toby and Gwigwe.
Okay.
Trust his hands. What? That's my favorite Instagram account.
Toby what?
Toby and Gwigwe.
Okay.
Try Jesus. Don't try me because I throw hands. He has a whole musical situation, like a whole him, his wife, I believe is either a cousin or a sister, the kids, the band. He like Andre 4000.
Okay.
Like he and I'll say this because nobody has said it. He's what Kanye right now wishes he could be. So he's doing the whole soulful revival, apocalyptic, neutral, the what do you call that? When the gear is just all what's that word? It's all white and what's the word when you refer to something like that? Sterile. Like the whole sterile look and the whole, but super, super black.
Mm-hmm.
And he's African from Houston, but super black in your face. They was on Saturday Night Live a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
With I think with Chris Rock. Or one of them days when it was real, or it might have been with Dave. But yeah, you gotta. So they were there at summer camp, and he has a whole like movement, like a whole situation. They shoot all their videos in their living room. And it's real dramatic, and you gotta see it. But that's man.
Toby what?
Toby and Gwigwe.
Okay.
And he freestyles and raps, sings. Okay. So yeah.
So it's Toby. Toby. Okay. So like in Wigwe's, you just go to the N on the keyboard and just hit N and then just run your fingers around the keyboard until it spells his last name.
I'm sure.
It's like N and then his name will come up. Got it.
I'm sure.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So that's that. I know the special is coming. It was something else that I seen. It was something. No, that was the only two specials I saw. Sarah Cooper and Kevin Hart. It was something else that we was talking about this week. What was it? You hit me about something.
It was definitely the Fresh Prince joint, and then I think I know it was something else. I can't.
Yeah,
did you get my email? I sent you the email of the joint I want you to play.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. We can do that now. Let's take a commercial break. And this portion of the show is brought to you by some new programming. Hold on, let me go to it, make sure I got it. Yeah, okay. This is so if you're familiar with Ta-Nehisi Coates. Okay. Is that the that's the official?
I ain't even trying to be funny. I mean,
I'm about to say
no, it's Ta-Nehisi.
That's what the shit look like. Okay, with Ta-Nehisi. He wrote a book to his son, a series of essays and poems. Baltimore dude. And he recently started turning his works into these live theatrical productions, these live reads. And then
so may I?
Oh, okay.
So like no. So backstory. So he had this book between the world and me, right? And couple years back, they had the thought to do these theatrical excerpt readings, by stage actors, by screen actors, and they did it first at the Apollo.
Right.
I believe they took it to Chicago, and they were here in DC at the Kennedy Center, and they just took excerpts out the book and like had these dramatic readings and some video that might have gone along with it that you're watching on stage, and it was kind of a whole production. It was really dope. And earlier in the summer, Ta-Nehisi, Camila Forbes, who is like she's like one of the executives or like a director over at the Apollo that initially helped put the first thing on in the first place on stage. And my sister, Susan Kelechi Watson, they all went to Howard, they're all friends, go back years or whatever. And they all decided to take that concept and bring it to the screen, to the small screen, to video. So they decided to, gather most of the actors who did it originally, calling them first to see if they can do the readings on video, and then maybe calling some new folks to add to it, and then also add like animation. And they come up with this idea and say, yo, we should do this, because it was like right around the time of, all the shit going down with all the police brutality and killings and all this other stuff. And they was like, yo, let's jump out there and try and do this for the people, for the culture, and put it out there so that we can see ourselves on TV and feel good. You know what I'm saying? And like, and everybody else can see us in like, you know, a different lens as opposed to the same lens that, you know, is always being kicked out there. So they literally had the idea in June, right? Because I happened to be, you know, at my sister's crib when she was talking about, she's like, yo, we came up with this idea and we're about to pitch it, right? So this is in June. They pitched that joker in June. And if it was a Thursday, they pitched to this, that, the other, and the third. And she was like, by Monday, now they thinking about, because they getting bids back already on, you know, so we'll take it, so-and-so we'll take it, blah, blah, blah. So now they negotiating, blah, blah, blah. It went from that to green light in like a week, which I'm sure, you know, it's probably wild.
No,
right?
it's super wild.
And they started working on it. If it was June, they started working on it by like July. And they were banging it out from July, like through September. Filming, you know, in different locations in different cities and like, you know, doing like, and so they was here in DC because my sister's portion was shot on the campus at Howard because that's where they all went to school. And it's a crazy thing to see, man, because like I never really been on a set like that before, but like, son, behind the scenes, 90% of people, from the camera people to the director to the every other title, whatever, you know, full on, you know what I'm saying, pretty much black team running the joint, calling the shots, doing the thing. And like, you know, when they weren't on location, they would like, they had a California set that was doing like Zoom directing because the director was in New York and they Zoom directing. They COVIDed it out because like I couldn't even be on the set, right? And I'm talking about the yard at Howard. You know how big the yard is at Howard? They was like, my man, nah, you gotta stand, because I didn't take the COVID test with them. They was like, nah, my man, you gotta stand over there. Like, where I was like, dude, I'm okay. I'm behind the building. I'm gonna just go for a walk. They was like, nah, COVID free.
Zoom directing.
At some points.
That's clutch.
At some points, yeah. At some points there was Zoom directing going on. Then sometimes, I mean, director was there, but some like on LA, any LA shoot, because of the COVID, she wasn't, you know, director's not gonna fly.
Like an iPad, and they like, wait a minute, slide over, turn around.
Hey, my man, they worked it out.
Yeah,
they worked it out. I watched them do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but like, you know, it's got a lot of familiar faces in there, and it comes out on Saturday. I think it's gonna be real dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for my sister and her crew that managed to pull it off. You know what I'm saying? And
so the school would
Ta-Nehisi. I think we were there at the same time. I don't think they were in the same year. I think he might be a little bit older.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I'm saying? I believe they were there in the same time frame. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they you know, remain friends. You know, as you know, people don't tend to do it, whatever. So, you know, the fact that they were able to collaborate on this and make it happen, son, because you know it's wild to be like, yeah, let's do this, and then like somebody actually gets it done in that small of a time frame.
Yeah, so, absolutely. All right, so let's watch the trailer world premiere of HBO's Between the World and Me. All right, here we go. Let's take a watch.
Black is beautiful. The black body is beautiful. And we must never submit our original self. Dear son.
Son. Dear son.
Daughter. Dear brothers.
I'm telling you this in your 15th year.
There's no uplifting way to say this.
One must be
without error here. Everyone has a story. Here's mine.
To be black in the Baltimore of my youth was to be naked before the elements.
I wanted to pursue things. I was admitted to Howard University, but formed and shaped by the Mecca. The Mecca is a machine crafted to capture and concentrate the dark energies of all African peoples and inject them directly into the student body.
In America, it is traditional to destroy the black body. I'm sorry that I cannot save you. I've always wanted you to attack every day of your brief, bright life in struggle.
Struggle for your grandmother and grandfather. Struggle for the memory of your ancestors. Struggle for your name. have made something down here. They made us into a race. We made ourselves into a people.
Yeah, America the ugly. This country is deep, to say the least. As from Louisville, Kentucky to LA to the east, where the race been on. But recently I've been making peace with the fact black bodies are worth more if they're deceased.
Now HBO. Wait a minute. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Debuts tomorrow. Now, HBO Max was the same thing that did the 30 year.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Now I wouldn't bootleg it to get the 30 year, but I would finesse it to watch.
They got the free trial joint though. They got the free trial joint.
Yeah,
So
there we go.
Free trial button.
Free trial. Let's go.
You got to hit the free trial button. Don't use it till tomorrow. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know when it expires or whatever.
Yeah.
Hit the free trial button and do whatever you gotta do with that, and then you good money at least for tomorrow. I don't know how long it lasts, but
yeah, that's what's up.
Man. It should be dope, man.
You got any producer credits on that? You find your way to get in the book?
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and thanks. I mean, if you look really down at the bottom, it says special thanks.
That's what I was about to say. If you get special thanks,
maybe somewhere down there you might see the little special thanks joint.
Special thanks is a start, man. When you get them mentions, you start getting them mentions.
Right. It might be a verbal mention on another show to be dated if it's not in the actual production, but I know somewhere she might have said thank you over the phone. And I was like, okay, I'll take that. That's cool.
Yeah,
something like that. I mean, she definitely sent me a birthday card, so I'll take it. I'll take it,
man. They got Oprah in that jounce, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she was like, yo, I got a meeting with Oprah tomorrow, dog. I was like, damn, son, that's wild. That's wild.
Hey, you one person removed from Oprah.
Hey, look. Nah, I met Oprah before, son. I ain't never tell you my Oprah story.
No. How does it end? How did it end?
Nah, it's a non-story. I literally, so when I was at the hotel, when I used to work at the hotel, she came in for Dorothy Heights. I think it was like her 90th birthday party they was having at the hotel, back in 2000, 2001.
How about to say 20 years ago?
Yeah, literally. And Oprah was the MC. Oprah and like Danny Glover was like the MC of the whole, because it was a massive to do, you know what I mean? And Oprah came in like how presidents come into the hotel, like down the joint and then through the back hallways or whatever. And they was like, you got to be there to walk Oprah through the back hallways and so forth, like as if I'm security. So like I was one of the people that walked Oprah through the back hallways, and she's, she just said, hey, young man. I said, all right, Oprah.
Any eye contact, or was it fluff?
Yeah, no. She was cool. She was cool in the fan, but she been there and done it. She's like, okay, this is the guy that's going, and then we just walked through and weaved through and got her where she needed to be.
You ain't get a picture, you ain't get a hug, nothing.
Son, this was like 2000, 2001, fam. Like, what? No pictures on the phone.
No, you could be like, hold on a second.
Right. I said, real quick. Right.
Come on, man.
Can I get two just to make sure the first one just in case? I don't know what it's gonna look like.
You be over there, Joe, for 10 minutes.
Right. Right.
Now you supposed to get that. Now that one person removed is real. I got a one person remove Barack joint.
Oh yeah,
that's probably the biggest so far. I was doing this event for Black male scholar athletes, and we was in the Grand Hyatt or whatever, and it was the same week of something else political. So we were taking the youngsters down to they're like college seniors or whatever, down to eat or whatever. Donna Brazil was over there. So I'm like, nah, man. I got to poly this because it's like the Heisman for Black scholar athletes. So no real national recognition because it's about smart Black dudes who play football.
Yeah,
and so
that's national. Okay.
I said, no, man, it's got to get on somebody like Donna Brazil, radar.
Mm-hmm.
We walk, I'm the last one in line. So they walk. There's all these big 17, 18-year-old dudes in suits or whatever. So they walking, so everybody's oh. So she's like the last one. The mayor of Baltimore was there at the Rawlings, the one that stole the money.
Yeah,
she was there, and Donna Brazil sitting right here. So I walked past, and I was like, now or never. So I said, hey, Mr. Brazil, good to meet you. I'm a fan of everything you do. I enjoy watching you, blah, blah, blah. I said, I got to tell you about this program, man. She was like, where are all these fine young gentlemen gone? And I was like, it's black male, this, da, da, da. I gave her the whole little 3-minute elevator pitch or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm like, scholar athletes, da, 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 da. This should be, national news. Everybody should know about this. She was like, she turned with a straight face. She's like, does the president know about this? And I was like, oh, like, how do you respond? I was like,
I don't know.
No, he doesn't. Can you tell him? Like,
Right.
Can I get your? I was like, you got a card? And she was like, I don't have mine, but give me yours. And I'm like, I'm like, you get the thing in the pocket. I was like, yeah, could you tell the president that there's a program out here that fits in with his brother's keeper thing? Now I'm talking,
Yeah.
I'm like I'm talking to him.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, tell your man that we got this thing over here. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, I'm gonna call you. She hit me with that joint. Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Fluffed me. She
Oh jeez.
held the card up too. It was like my card. She was like, I'm gonna reach out and drink in this hand.
Uh-huh.
I'm a card.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
Okay.
But
Now
in
look.
that moment, one person removed, and she was actually referring to him to me.
Now look,
That was
how many like robocall looking like numbers have you passed up, right? And meanwhile, it's like, well, guess he's not going to answer.
You're right.
You said it was Lamont, didn't you?
Yeah,
His name's Lamont. Okay.
Is this the right number?
Is this the right number?
I guess I'll leave a message.
Guess I'll just leave a message.
Donald Brazil told me to give you a call. You're like,
this ain't even you, fam. This ain't even you, fam.
Call it from a 000 area code. Nigga. But yeah, she was like, "Does the president know?" I feel like I was in one of the movies and shit. Did the president hear about this? I was like, "Who? Barack? Oh, the real president." I was like, "Oh."
Did I tell you my Michelle Obama story?
No, let's hear it.
Okay. So this is probably like 4 or 5 years ago now, right? I'm out to dinner. It was my birthday. It's actually my birthday. I don't know if it was my birthday, but it may be my birthday week. I was being taken out for my birthday. And we down at this restaurant in DC, pretty much off Capitol Hill, right?
Mm.
And I'm in there with a young lady, and I'm noticed I didn't know I got an eye for this stuff now because I didn't worked in the hotel and I've seen how the Secret Service moves. Right. And we in this joint, and it was probably like it was like midweek for sure, because the restaurant wasn't super crowded, but it had, a fair amount of people in it. But I'm looking around and I'm like, yo, okay, it's Secret Service in here. She was like, what? I was like, nah, it's definitely Secret Service in here. She's like, how do you know? I said, because I was like, don't turn around. I did the whole thing. Don't turn around. Yeah. But it's a table behind you. It's a man and a woman dressed. Like both of them have like suits on, and not the kind of suits where it's like she's trying to look fly and he's dressed. It's like they got, and I can see on their lapel, they got the joints on their lapel. And I'm like, their ears got the joints. And I'm like, and I said, they're not eating anything. They're just sitting there. They're not, they didn't have no drinks, no food, no nothing. I'm looking around, and then like behind me, there was like maybe like a private dining room, which had 2 cats posted up in it. I said, oh, it's definitely somebody up in here. And I'm looking more around. I'm just peeping the whole. Now I'm doing the whole as if I was Tom Cruise Mission Impossible. Like 3 by the door, 1 by the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this whole thing, and I'm peeping the whole. I was like, it's definitely somebody in here. And then like the server came in. I was like, hey, look, who's in the back room? And they're like, I don't even know. And if I knew, I couldn't tell. I was like, okay, you don't know. So all right, whatever. We do the whole dinner, and I'm getting ready to. We leaving. And I'm trying to think. I think I don't think I valeted the car, but we walk in, and then I think she valeted. So we going, and it's just a little inches away. It's real small, and it's brick outside. So she gives the guy the ticket, and I'm like, and right then a Secret Service person goes, nah, y'all gotta over here. And I was like, yo, man, it's cold outside. Because I was like, it's like, I'm not trying to wait outside. I was like, can I just stand right here? I'm like, whoever it is, it can't be.
Hang tight.
Yeah. I was like, it can't be that deep.
Stand by, sir.
So we were standing in the doorway. He was like, okay, cool, but you got to stand right here. And I said, okay. Well, we about to find out who was in there, man. And Michelle Obama came walking past. I was like, And so this all happened within like a split second. My phone, so this is, had the iPhone on me, and my phone was in my coat pocket on the inside. And I was like, nah, because if I do that, they gonna hit me up. And I looked at her, and she was like, hi. And we was like, hi. And like in my mind, I wanted to go, it's my birthday. Can I take a picture? But she was moving so quick. And I wanted to go for my phone so bad, son. But I was like, I know if I go for this phone,
wow,
it is a wrap. But she walked past, she waved, she said hello. We said hi back. And I was like, damn it.
Is she tall? She got some height on her?
Yeah, she's like 5'10", 5'11", or something like that. Ooh, but she was slim. Like,
oh, well, she's very,
slim. And like she I was like, yo, Michelle Obama. I was like, yo, Barack, you doing all right, player?
I mean,
no, son, in person, whatever that year was, she was on. I was like, yo, because on TV, I go, yeah, okay, all right, But in person, I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're dealing with, player.
What restaurant was this?
So it was called, I don't even know if it's still there. It's called the Source. It was like a Wolfgang Puck restaurant called the Source. It was like over there off, Capitol Hill, basically.
Because I mean, for her to be in there and you in there on some fancy shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, it was a nice restaurant. Yeah. I was being. It was my birthday, as a matter of after all, you know what I'm saying. I was being treated.
You know, no slight shit.
Nah. It was definitely But yeah, man. So I said hi to Michelle Obama. She said hi back.
Yeah, man. Next time you tell the story, you gotta, gotta add to it. I'm all for it. You gotta. Once you tell it once, the next time you gotta add to it.
Hype it.
I took the picture, but the phone was dead, so she said, "Well, take it with mine."
Right.
The picture, but I never got to see it.
Never got the picture. Right. Yeah. Now she's walking around with a picture of me on her phone.
On her phone. There you go. All right. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. All fun and games until it ain't. John Watson. Catch you next time.
Yes, sir.
All right, there it is. All right. That's it. Let me see what y'all talking about on the peanut gallery. Absolutely nothing. All right, y'all. Till the next time, man. Be safe this weekend, and hopefully we catch you on the flip side. See you Monday, 6 p.m. Lord willing. And right here, we've hold on. Hold on. Getting a word from Mr. Clarkson. Okay. Yes. No. Okay. All right, so no Roland Martin. He's standing by. However, he's on another phone call, so we don't have time to wait. So we'll try again next week to squeeze him in, and we'll see y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Holla at you.